Hi everyone. So I'm sorry I couldn't be in class today, and I'm sorry my voice is going to sound very groggy, but I wanted to take the next 5 minutes to present my timeline. At the top, you'll see a picture of my parents. I think that one of my biases that I always grew up with was that I had two college-educated parents. They always really valued their education and instilled that same value in myself. My mother and I are very close, and she definitely has a very distinct design aesthetic that everyone has always appreciated. She has a great eye for color that I've always admired, and I also admire her work ethic very much. Below that is a picture of me with a shirt that says Future Girl Scout. This is a small example of this idea of goal setting that my parents also instilled in me. Next to that is a picture of me coloring. This is one of so many pictures of me coloring. Below that is a thumbprint from kindergarten and a drawing that I did of a rocket going to Earth that I, apparently, according to the story I rode that rocket to the Earth in my dream. And the note that's over top of it is from my kindergarten teacher that says, "I am quite the artist and storyteller." So I guess my parents should have known then what field I was going to go into. This is me dressed as a boy in a poetry recitation contest. These are 4 lines from the poem that I recited by Ezra Jack Keats. I, from an early age, grew to appreciate poetry and have always loved the written word and still find inspiration in poetry and writing in my work today. Next to that is a picture of probably the extent of my sewing skills that I ever learned. Next to that is a picture of me in front of a very large American flag playing the violin. The American flag, I think, is significant because that was the year after 9/11 happened, and 9/11 affected me a lot, and it really opened my eyes to what it means to be an American in an international setting and not just isolated. Next, we have me painting the first 2 portraits that I ever sold. I was 11 years old. Next to that is a scan from a magazine article that I was written up in for my pet portrait business. And the quote that they chose to pull out was, "I love everything about the arts," which I think is telling. This was probably when I was about 12 years old, and that statement has not changed. Next to that is a picture of myself and my pets. There's also a picture of a family tree that my father had drawn up. He had a strong interest in genealogy, which I think definitely led to my interest as well in the past and in ephemera and family history. Above that is a picture of Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn from The Philadelphia Story. This was the first film that I remember falling head over heels in love with, and it started what will, I'm sure, be a lifelong affair with movies. Above that is a picture of me getting confirmed in the Catholic Church when I was 13 years old. This is the first article that I got published as part of a competition called Arts Education Matters to America's Future, which also translated to my Gold Award, which I received as a Girl Scout in high school. And this is a newspaper article from that project. Next to that is a picture of Roy Park, who graciously made an endowment that has paid for my college education at NC State. And next to that is a picture of my model from Art to Wear. My collection was inspired by Hitchcock films, and I think that this collection kind of contributed to this aha moment that I had, where I realized that the moving image and images of people and relationships between people were very important to me, and my entire life had kind of been leading up to an emphasis on film.